Hi, my name is Corrin Matthews, and I'm a certified master hypnotherapist and a success mental coach. Um, I wanted to create a video today to answer some questions I actually get very often and to answer the questions that are being asked by the people who are seriously wondering whether or not hypnosis can help them. Questions that I often get are, is it real? Can I be hypnotized? And how does it work? Now, again, I want to answer these questions for the people who are sitting there with a habit, a phobia that completely limits their life, a fear that won't let them enjoy themselves, a trauma that has been haunting them forever, an addiction and a compulsion that even with support groups and medication, it's still in your mind all the time. This is for you. So yes, number one, hypnosis is real, but the thing that you really need to know is that it actually isn't something someone has to do to you. It actually happens by itself. It's a natural state of mind. I'm going to give you a couple examples in a minute, but the first one is this. Um, the state of hypnosis is kind of like the realm of being awake. Now, you may be familiar with REM when you're sleeping. You know, it's a state of sleep that you go into when you have very deep dreams and you have great images of all kinds of things and colors and sensations. But the point is, your brain is venting out something it needs to sort out. Well, that happens in the daytime too. So, an example of that is this: if you were using your computer and you stopped using it for 5 minutes or so, you would find that your screen would, of course, go black. It would sleep. But if you came along and you tapped a key, it would wake right up. In other words, it looked like it was asleep, but it wasn't, and it was functioning the whole time. That happens to us just like it does to a computer. I mean, we're living human tissue. Of course, we need more rest than a computer does. And so an example of that would be what we call dazing out, spacing out, tuning out, daydreaming. We have a lot of ways of saying something else other than the word hypnosis, but that's exactly what it is. It is a state of pause when you're functioning and you're focused on a particular habit, routine, something where you don't need to actively think and your mind goes into that rested sleep state while you're functioning. So here's some examples that you may be able to relate to a little bit easier. Say, for example, you drove all the way home from work, school, the market, somewhere you have to go, and you have so much on your mind, and yet you get to your driveway, you put the car in park, and you honestly don't remember the stoplight, the red light, just tuned out. While you think you were thinking about tons of things, you're actually focused on something specifically, and that's exactly why you tuned out everything else. You're doing something that you know routinely. Your way home, your brain goes, opportunity to rest. I don't need to think too much, so I can go into a rest-like state, a hypnotic state, where you can function fully, and yet at the same time, you don't have to think too much. Another example of natural hypnosis where you slip in and out of it. You ever found like a cut or a bruise on your arm or leg or someplace, and other than the moment that you notice it, you have no idea where it came from, no idea when you did it, and it hurts. Again, so focused on something else you were doing that you tuned out everything, even pain. Another example would be, let's say you were looking for, I don't know, your phone. And it was sitting on the table, and you're like, oh, where's that phone? Where's that phone? Where's that phone? And there you are looking, you can't see it, and all of a sudden, there it is. Or you're looking in the refrigerator for the mayonnaise, and where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You can't see it, and then all of a sudden, there it is. Again, you've got a picture in your mind that is so clear you actually can't see what's in front of you until you snap out of it. Now, I say all these things just to show you that hypnosis is a natural state. It happens all by itself, happens to everyone, it happens every day, it happens all day. With that said, that should give you an illustration as to whether or not you can be hypnotized. It happens by itself. Shows you how real it is. So what does a hypnotist do or a hypnotherapist do that makes it any different? Well, when we slip in and out of hypnosis naturally, it's just because our brain needs a pause, but not because we're actually working on a particular behavior, a topic, a subject, a phobia, a fear, whatever it may be. A hypnotist cannot do what a hypnotherapist does. We're actually mental health counselors that specialize in hypnosis for rapid treatment of those kinds of things. A hypnotist can do simple stuff. Smoking cessation, some weight loss as long as there's no therapeutic or clinical elements, stress, relaxation. They can do basic things, they can do entertainment. A hypnotherapist can do all that plus a whole lot more because we can get into the therapeutic side. So we can deal with real things like PTSD for war veterans or dealing with domestic violence We can deal with, huge phobias or major fears, things like that. So depending on the issue that you may be considering hypnosis for, chances are a hypnotherapist will definitely get you there. A hypnotist may be able to help. Now, how do we do it? It's very simple. We talk to you. We relax you. We get your mind into that state where you don't have to think. And then we have you focus on that one behavior that if you could just get that out, you would be happy. So in other words, we get in there and we can alter, we can manipulate, we can even erase and eradicate certain thoughts and insert the ones you wish you had instead. So in other words, let's say that you are someone who has a social phobia and for that reason you don't seem to network well, you don't socialize, and yet you're tired of being a hermit in the house or never being in a relationship. And the thought that goes through your mind is, people are going to judge me, nobody really likes me, I never seem to fit in. You have these thoughts that literally say, stop trying to socialize, stop, you can't have a relationship. And even if they don't say that, they say something that keeps you from going on with your life. So you would come in and you would see a hypnotherapist, you would, discuss what this thought is and the outcome of it, and you'd say, I want to be someone who sees people I want to get to know, and I think instantly, I want to get to know them. I have something in common with them. Let me go find out what that is. I want a curiosity that makes me leave my house rather than hide in my house. And when we relax you and we do those sessions, this is exactly what we do. We have you find those thoughts that are worded the way that you don't want them to be, pull out. We help you put the right ones in, wake you up, and let you go socialize or be motivated or have way better sexual performance or get rid of that gambling addiction or stop pulling out your hair, stop biting your nails, stop being afraid to fly so you can take a vacation for once in your life. Hypnotherapy isn't just for weight loss and smoking. A lot of people think that. No, it's for anything in your mind that holds you back. If it is in your mind, if it is driving your behavior, if it is a thought that you've tried to change but you can't because it's a deep thought, hypnotherapy can help you in an hour at the snap of a finger. So as you sit there and you think about that, as you listen to this, consider if you're ready for an extraordinary change. Are you ready to be happy right now? If so, I invite you to go to my website at echypnosis.com. Send me an email, give me a call. I'll be there, ready to help you in an hour, giving you an extraordinary change at the snap of a finger. God bless, and I look forward to your extraordinary change.